Maybe you see this, maybe you don't, but I'm still going to do it with a lot of love. Welcome, everyone. You are right where you need to be.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome to the Perfectly Imperfect Folding with Friends party. If you have laundry to do, feel free to bring some. Kimberly Ann, so glad you're here. While you're here, if you don't mind, just getting some thumb exercise and dropping some love. We sure would love to have the support. Hey, maybe the algorithm brought you here for a reason. And also, let us know where you're tuning in from. And if you also are a fellow neurodivergent brain, put a brain emoji so that we all know that we're not alone. I'm here with my beautiful neurotypical wife, Andrea.
Howdy ho.
And we're going live to be your accountability partners. We're going to do our laundry. What are you going to work on?
Just put it in the chat. Let us know if you also are folding. Put it in the chat. If you're working on something else, put it in the chat. Let's see. Or if you're just wanting to hang out and learn about ADHD, that's okay too.
We've got our time timer making time visual for those of us who are time blind. Today is extra important folding with friends because I'm unpacking from our weekend trip. And anyone with ADHD knows the hardest part is just opening the suitcase. So we're just showing up, and that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Here at Ryan Mayer Coaching, I also love to celebrate with you, celebrate the wins that you have going on in your life. So let us know where you're tuning in from. There's rewards for whoever's here from the farthest away.
Ooh.
And let us know what things are going well in your life right now.
Mm-hmm.
And we can celebrate with you.
Ryan, did you have a group coaching session today?
I had a ton of coaching sessions today. I had group coaching sessions. I had one-on-one coaching sessions.
Mm-hmm.
It was incredible. I love what I do.
Okay.
Here's some of the new merch we're coming out with, by the way. #ADHD. So if you're interested in that, let us know. We'd love to put you on the early list to get access to that. And if you haven't hydrated yet, make sure you do that. Your brain will thank you. Yeah, today we had our one of our co-ed groups, our Transformation Tuesday group, and it was really powerful, as always. And we had somebody who was celebrating because he achieved a dream of moving into a new house.
Oh, wow. That is cool.
Yeah, he'd been renting for a long time.
Mm,
So now he's going to be a homeowner. So that was awesome.
totally.
Celebrated that with him.
Mm-hmm.
Celebrated that he had to make some tough financial decisions to do that.
Okay. Did he share what they were?
Yeah, that they were going to go on a big trip,
Yeah.
but made the decision not to do it
Mm-hmm.
so that they could prioritize family and getting this new house,
Okay. Nice.
which is not easy to do
Right.
for anyone, but especially those of us who might be neurodivergent. Know what I mean, everyone?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, let us know what's going on in your world. We're here to help you. So we would absolutely love to celebrate with you and help to encourage you in any way we can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and everybody, if you haven't joined the ADHD Coach Ryan Mayer free digital community, what are you waiting for?
We'd love to have you.
Get in there today. It is completely free to join, and you can join the community. There's a link in the profile. And also, if you go to ryanmayercoaching.com, at the very top strip, there's a link right there to get into the free digital community. So either or, whatever's easiest for you to get in there. And it is awesome because we have members all around the globe. And we have people in there at all hours of the day. So if you're looking for support at random times, chances are somebody's going to be awake to support you. We have, 10 different chat lines about different ADHD topics. And we also have a body doubling group where if you're looking for some support, which I should text everybody, let them know we're on live.
Good call. Good call.
If you're looking for some support, excuse me,
Bless you.
in getting some tasks done, and you think that, hey, you know what? I feel like I really might do better if I was working with a partner, then you just text the group. It's in WhatsApp and say, hey, and you can join it through the digital community. You say, hey group, I'm looking to get a body double right now for this task. Anybody available? And it's awesome.
It's pretty much like what we're doing right now, where you have the accountability because you tell somebody you need the help, and then you're starting on the task. Accountability really does work. And then if you choose to join any of the groups that my fellow coaching team and I run, then you can get access to accountability and body doubling and everything else. It looks like we may have some guests here on Folding with Friends.
Oh boy.
Hi, Shane.
Dad,
What's up, buddy?
I can't find all my place. I only have my monkey and baby truck. I can't find my other
All
body.
right, I'll help you. Let's go look for it, buddy.
Mom will help you find it. Night, night. Love you. We have 3 kids under the age of 8. So things are usually pretty busy at our house. Can anybody else relate? We have anybody dropping things in the chat? Because if you're here, we would love to have you participate. The more likes that we get, the better, because that helps to spread the word. So if anybody is here, and those of you who may struggle with ADHD, you know that any bit of validation, support is always appreciated. So we'd love to have you drop that in there for me. And also we're here to answer questions. So let us know what we can do for you. Did anyone else have no idea what day it was today? Like I was operating most of the day thinking that it was Monday. Obviously, here in the United States, we had Memorial Day, commemorating all of those who made the ultimate sacrifice for the freedom of our country. But it just threw me off on my routine. We had been out of town visiting family. So I just was a little bit low on sleep. So I was tired today. So that's why I'm also trying to be efficient getting through these. piles of clothes so that I can go to bed. You know what? That's actually another benefit, an ancillary benefit of joining the community. We actually have a group chat about people who are wanting to get to bed earlier. Hey, thanks for being the number 4 fan. Appreciate you, HWINS. Golden Warrior is here. What's up? Hey, Janice, welcome. So glad you're all here with us. If you're just joining, I am certified coach, ADHD coach Ryan, your ADHD wingman. I'm here with my beautiful wife who's helping our 2-year-old, soon to be 3-year-old, to get back to bed. We're folding some laundry and talking a little bit about ADHD. And just know, in case you had a rough day, you're not alone and you are welcome here. And I got a good reminder today that I want to share with all of you, which is your value as a person and professional is not defined by your productivity. So even if you didn't get as much done as you were hoping to today, that doesn't make you a bad person. So even though that sounds obvious, I just want to remind you of that because I know sometimes I need that reminder too. Just because I'm a coach doesn't mean that I have it all figured out. It just means that I'm more aware of it, more aware of the challenges that we face. We also have monthly challenges in the community. Which, by the way, I'm open to getting any suggestions on a monthly challenge that I could have in the community for the month of June. So if anybody has any creative ideas when it comes to that, let me know. And also I want to start having more friends on our Folding with Friends. Hey, Brent Manuel from Ottawa, Canada. What's up? Donna's here in the house. Welcome, Donna. And remember to let us know where you're from. I'm here in tropical Cleveland, Ohio. And it's always fun to see where everybody is checking in from. Having Brent here is now officially made this an international event because I know he's from Canada. I'm sure I'll be rejoined by my wife here shortly. She was getting our 2-year-old back to bed. But here's the thing, even if you're not doing laundry, doesn't mean that we can't use this time to help you to get some things done. So if there's something that you've been avoiding doing, hey, you came to the right place. Because while you're here, you could keep this on in the background or you could save this and watch it later and have a spot where I can be talking in the background, encouraging you and cheering you on while you get stuff done. We have, we did our laundry today. We've got a couple more baskets coming out of the dryer here soon. But in the meantime, I'm putting away as much as I can before Andrea gets here, gets back. I always like to kind of race a little bit. Speaking of,
Hello.
here she comes.
Greetings. Still have one more load in the dryer, so.
All right.
Not sure if we'll make it. At least it's going.
Good job. I'm grateful for you for doing that.
Oh, thank you. You're welcome. what you were mentioning about you had a client that had to make some financial decisions so he could buy a house.
Yeah. We had another, one of the other longtime members is preparing to transition roles at her company, and it's her job to like prepare the next person to take over what she's been doing.
Okay.
So we were just talking about how she might be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And for her, it was making sure to set aside the time to do the documentation of all the things she's been working on, which is not really fun, quote unquote, for anyone, but it's particularly hard for those of us with ADHD. If you can relate to that, let me know. What's up, China? Welcome, welcome. You wrote Monday on the board at work. Yep, you get it. Challenge idea from China. She says, learn one beneficial new skill. Example, how to sew a hole closed or how to fold a fitted sheet. There you go. Those are great ideas. Love that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hey, Rick, thank you for sending the heart emoji. Love that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking forward to
Keep it
our
up,
call
guys.
too.
Keep it up.
We're talking on Friday.
Oh, nice. So you said it was a really awesome call for the group coaching. Everyone loved it. Everyone got a lot out of it. Do you have any openings?
Yeah, in that particular one, there are a few people that are right now like considering joining. They're waiting on feedback on some budgetary stuff. However, if you snooze, you lose. So
Yeah.
there are still some spots open,
Okay.
and would love to have people come check it out.
Sweet.
And I always have people test drive it. So China, haven't seen you in there yet.
What you waiting for, China? Get in there.
Yeah.
Get in there.
Yeah. I'm also taking ideas for additional ADHD related merchandise. Here's one of my first designs, now available at ryanmayercoaching.com. Hyper focus mode on.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty pumped about that.
Yes.
So Rick says, coaching is so rewarding. It's my purpose. I feel you, and I agree, Rick. I'm the same way.
Nice.
But yeah, one of the other people in that group, I want to celebrate her because she was setting herself up for success because she knows that one thing that always helps her is exercise.
Okay.
And also meal prepping and eat despite having family coming to visit from out of town.
Yeah.
And despite just being tired or whatever, she still did her meal prep.
Amazing.
And she has 2 exercise classes that she's going to this week. So we were just all celebrating with her because even though that might seem like no big deal to, this is not folded, right? Okay. Even though that might not seem like a big deal to a neurotypical person, like, okay, great, you signed up for your class, is a big deal. It is actually a big deal for those of us with ADHD to plan ahead instead of just, reacting in the moment. So we celebrated that.
Good. Well, I'm glad you guys are there
Yeah.
to support her.
Yeah, and we're also there to keep each other accountable. So we, talk through, okay, when are you going to work on this thing? When what's your plan for that? How are you going to hold yourself accountable? What roadblocks might you encounter? So these are the kind of things that, all right, I'll put it this way. A lot of what we cover in coaching is common sense, but it's not common practice. So if you could use some help implementing that, group coaching could be a great thing for you.
Absolutely. And you can book a call through the profile or on ryanmayercoaching.com. Book a call. And it's a free consult, and you can get in there to test out a a group coaching call for yourself.
Group accountability. Use the force of accountability.
And I know some people might be a little scared to
Hesitant.
try group,
Hmm.
thinking, oh, I don't know, talking about my problems in front of other people. And I get that. I definitely can see where they're coming from. However, if you've never tried it, don't knock it till you try it, because whenever some people get into the group atmosphere for the first time, they see like, oh, okay, I thought all these challenges were just my challenges, but actually so many of us struggle with the same things, and they just really feel heard and understood.
It's validating.
Validated. And to kind of ease that fear and that concern, there is same gender calls coming up next week. On Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern is the Leading Ladies call for women, except Coach Ryan. Everybody else is females supporting each other. And on Tuesday at noon Eastern is the Power Lunchers men's only group. So if you feel like one of these groups
might be a good fit.
might be a good fit, you kind of want to test out the waters and see, now's the time to book that call before next Tuesday. But the free consult, which you can do through the profile. And speaking of free things, Coach Ryan made a masterclass just for you guys, the 5 shifts to conquer your ADHD at work. And you can find that on the top of the RyanMaryCoaching.com website. And just some like really beneficial nuggets that you can put into use right away.
True.
Nuggets Ryan wish he had 15 years ago in his career.
You're waiting until you finish your language learning classes. Okay, fair enough. Tell me more about that, China. What's that about? That's cool. China's on the live stream over on YouTube. By the way, I am 4 subscribers away from 4,000. So if anyone hasn't yet subscribed over on YouTube, sure would appreciate that, to hit that 4,000 milestone.
Yes, thank you, everybody.
And Rick,
Amazing.
thank you so much for sharing the live, for loving the live.
Yes.
Introduction is here. Product wisdom is here. Nikki's here. Welcome, everyone. Hey, we're here in tropical Cleveland, Ohio. Where's everyone else at? Oh, can you tell them a little bit about what's happening on YouTube as far as what we just released?
Yeah, so every other Tuesday, Ryan Mayer Coaching, that's what it's called on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Ryan Mayer Coaching on YouTube releases a new episode of Ryan's podcast, the More Than ADHD podcast. So pretty exciting. And this most recent episode that was released today, so you can find that episode at RyanMaryCoaching.com at the very top.
Or just go to YouTube.
Red bar, there's a link for the More Than ADHD podcast, or you can look them up on YouTube. Sometimes it's overwhelming to try to like search for stuff. Sometimes it's easier to just have a link. But if you want to look it up on YouTube, Ryan Mayer Coaching, the More Than ADHD podcast. The most recent episode that just came out today is about uncovering ADHD shame.
Unshaming.
Talking about it and having acceptance about it and loving yourself. So pretty powerful stuff. And the guest is one of Ryan's good friends and mentors. So pretty important person.
Speaking of, I'm going to see if he might be free right now.
Oh, to hop on?
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to have like the X amount of followers to hop on, or can anybody hop on?
Not sure.
I think you can do it. Good idea. Hey guys, if you're just joining us, we are folding our laundry. It's a body double session. So tell us in the chat what you are working on, what you want to get done during this time, and let us know if you're folding laundry. Put a laundry basket in the chat. If you're working on something else, if you're cleaning toilets, if you're cleaning dishes, totally awesome. Let us know in the chat. We are here to support you during this time. And we have our trusty time timer down there that's tracking us, helping us move along here as we go. Which we love. We use it every day. We help it. We have it help us every day, especially with our son that has ADHD and he struggles with transitions. So if we know there's going to be a tricky transition coming up, like ending TV time, moving into family time or dinner time, we will utilize the time timer and say, okay, Ethan, you have 10 minutes until we will be turning off the TV and moving on to something else. Here is your time. And we'll set it up visually. And then he knows that, okay, when that timer goes off, then we will be ending TV time. And I really do think it helps ease the
does.
transitions.
100%.
Did you guys use it today?
Yeah.
Good. So if you guys are interested in a time timer, Ryan has a coupon for 10% off that you can find at ryanmayercoaching.com under Ryan Recommends in the menu.
We're making progress. Slow and steady wins the race. We're getting there.
All right, were you able to work on your Google reviews today?
No, but I sure could use some more. So anyone, if you want to drop me a Google review, that'd be great. I challenged another coach to see who could get more.
You did? Seriously?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And
I love that.
and trying to get to 300.
Okay.
It's the race to 300.
It's honorable.
Can anyone help me win that race?
What, just go on Google, Ryan Mayer Coaching, and add a review?
Yeah.
Pretty easy enough. And they can just put 5 stars and just say, Ryan's awesome.
I love watching Folding with Friends.
Yes. Folding with Friends rocks. All right, guys, tell us in the chat, how's your project coming along here for body doubling? We are really pushing through here, about halfway done with our laundry. We're making good progress, making good moves, moving along.
And what I'm also doing, and I always recommend for clients too, to figure out the way that works best for them. As we're talking, I'm getting ideas, which is how it usually works. It's like once I'm in motion, that's when the ideas start coming to me. So I have one of my digital resources is just a weekly planning guide, and it's an idea catcher, as I like to call it, where if any idea comes to me, I can write it down. So then I'm not like, our brains are for coming up with ideas, not holding on to them. So if you are a person like Andrea and I just talked about this, whether you have ADHD or not, you just got to write it down and just be okay with the fact that if you don't write it down, you're probably not going to remember. Because there's a couple things that Andrea and I forgot to bring with us packing wise for our trip this weekend. We're like, should have written it down.
Which reminds me, Ryan, I want us to get like a legit packing list that we print off every time and like check when we pack something.
Good
And
idea.
I know I've made some lists in Google Keep, and I want to Maybe just transfer it to like Google Drive and print it. I don't know. What do you think?
I think it's an amazing idea. And then we can have it, we could stick it with a magnet like onto the rolling dry erase board in preparation for our departure.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, this will be kind of fun. Can you put in the chat, if you were going to go on a beach vacation, what are some of the things you would be sure to bring?
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that. Definitely sunscreen. Gotta protect your
Excuse me.
skin. I've seen some pretty nasty melanomas.
Oof.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed.
All right, so let's see some items. I'm going to put, what do you call it? Not floaties, but puddle jumpers.
Mm-hmm. Goggles. Boogie boards. Our sun tent. Beach towels. That beach sheet. Big beach sheet. Sand toys. What do you think about bringing like that medium-sized cooler?
Yeah.
Oh, in the beach wagon.
Yeah. Glad we're talking about this. Beach collapsible wagon.
Mm-hmm.
Hats.
Sunglasses. Sunscreen. Basketball, because there's basketball hoops at our condo. We could bring tennis rackets. There's tennis at this place too. There's also grills. Do you want a grill or is that like too much?
Not too much at all.
Okay. So you bring your grilling stuff, I guess.
Grilling gear. Squirt guns. What else we got, people? China, you got anything in there? The local funny is here. Lee Marvin. We're just talking about packing lists for beach vacations because we're unpacking and we forgot some things on this most recent vacation. What else would you recommend? What would be good?
Oh, beach shoes, like sandals, flip-flops, Crocs.
Yep, I put those in there.
Bathing suits. Cover-ups. Beach chairs.
Nice. Beach chairs.
Umbrella or stroller.
Pool toys.
Mm-hmm. Hey everybody, if you're just joining, welcome to Folding with Friends. We are folding our laundry and it's a body double session. So if you want to fold laundry as well, put it in the chat. Give us a little laundry emoji. And if you're working on something else, put it in the chat too. Let us know what you're working on. And we can all work together to stay accountable for getting it done. All right, Ryan, ready to come back to laundry land?
Yep, I just was writing down a couple of other exciting ideas.
Oh, sure.
What's everyone else working on, by the way? 6 different. It's here. Our good friend, Coach Stewart, not able to join us. He's got previous commitments. No worries.
All right.
But Stewart, my friend and mentor and fellow ADHD coach, was a guest on my podcast, the More Than ADHD podcast. And that episode is up on all streaming platforms and YouTube.
Yes.
And I'm almost at 4,000 subscribers. That's been a really rewarding journey on YouTube. But if you're not already subscribed, sure would mean a lot if you would check that out over on the YouTube.
What was your goal for growing your YouTube channel for the year? Wasn't that like one of your big goals for 2025?
Yeah, 10,000.
Okay. All right.
So I'm
And
close.
do you remember where you started at?
No, but we could look.
Yeah.
But I want to say it was like 1,000 or something. Or no, less than 1,000.
Seriously.
I think.
Wow. Okay. Sweet.
Here's in other exciting news. We have some ADHD related merch that I'm going to be selling. This is one of the new original designs. Really proud of that. If you're interested in getting some, let me know.
When's that going live? Next month?
Yeah, but we're taking pre-orders.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's genius. Did you like how are you telling people about the pre-orders?
I just did.
Okay. How do you pre-order it though? Like, are you sneak peeking like what some stuff is?
Yeah, we're going to do some feature posts.
Okay. That's cool. So what kind of stuff is going to be in the merch store?
T-shirts, hats, stickers,
Uh-huh.
notebooks, digital resources. So
Okay.
pretty cool.
Very nice. And did you design these shirts yourself?
I did.
Oh wow.
With help from our director of marketing,
Mhm.
who did a phenomenal job helping to bring these visions to life. But yeah, these are all original designs. Anyone interested in some? You never know when the ideas are going to strike. So I'm glad that I've created this resource
Mhm.
of my idea catcher. But that's something that you can actually also purchase in the Ryan Mayer coaching store. So you can print it out so that you never lose track of another idea.
So after you write all these ideas down, like, do they come into fruition?
Some do, some don't. But the fact that I got it out of my head and onto a piece of paper dramatically increases the probability of it ever getting close.
Okay. I want to talk about something completely random.
Yeah, go ahead.
So our son with ADHD has a very special sense of smell. He has like this super sensitive nose. Like he noticed a stuffed animal smelled like the hotel we were at this past weekend. And he always like picks up on smells of things. So my first question is this like a special ADHD thing? Like one of his like senses that's like heightened?
Coach Ryan is not a medical professional, but I will answer this question. I'm going to say yes, because we do tend to be overly sensitive in all ways of that word, in all senses of the word, so to speak,
Okay.
because we tend to feel everything more in more extremes, more intensity than others. So the fact that Ethan can smell things that maybe others don't pick up on doesn't surprise me.
Okay. All right.
So I'm not saying like, oh, if someone has ADHD, they're going to have a certain sense that's stronger than the others. No, but it's not surprising to me.
Okay. And then my next question, how can he utilize this special ADHD strength to his benefit for a career?
He could work in like Procter and Gamble for product design. Like, how do they come up with the next fragrances for Old Spice? Somebody's got to figure it out.
Okay, like a fragrance engineer?
Yeah, and he could be like the official smell, like give it a smell test.
Okay.
Does it pass the Ethan smell test?
Oh my gosh. That reminds me of Beethoven. Do you remember the movie Beethoven with the big dog?
Of course. I thought you meant the composer.
Whenever that guy, like the neighbors or like the boss or something of the dad in Beethoven, they work at like some kind of smell factory, and there's like this humongous nose. And he like cleans the inside of the nose. Does that ring a bell at all?
Yeah, a little bit. I think I only saw that movie maybe once growing up. So
okay. Well,
but
we'll have to look up that clip on YouTube and see.
I'll write that down so we don't forget.
But yes, a smellologist could definitely be Ethan's future career. You guys have any special talents that are like super unique to you that you think may be your ADHD specialization? Put it in the chat. Let us know what that may be. Right.
I know. I'm writing down so I don't forget. What's up, everybody? Welcome. We're so glad you're here. This is Folding with Friends, where we air our clean laundry every week. And if you don't have laundry to do, then maybe you left a load in the washer. You can go refresh it, or you can work on something else as well.
Oh, sure.
I know that doing laundry gets a bad rap for those of us with ADHD, from those of us with ADHD. But I like the fact that when we're done, it's a tangible thing that we can look at and be like, I did that. Even though I know that I'm gonna have to do it next week.
Yeah.
It still feels good. And maybe part of my ADHD, because I do have time blindness, I don't really realize, even though I logically know that we're going to do it again next week, I'm like, I'm done with laundry.
Yes.
So sometimes blissfully ignorant, perhaps.
Oh, sure.
Which reminds me, we need to schedule a call with Uncle Dave.
Oh, yeah. Write it down.
I will.
Handy dandy notebook list. All right, we are doing good. Is there any more baskets down there?
No.
Nice. Okay, we'll get this all put away and then go check and see if the kids' laundry is complete or not. We're making good time.
Can you put the other basket up here if that one is empty?
Yes, I can. There you go. Did this get washed or no?
No, that was just in my suitcase. I didn't know,
I think it looks okay.
but I do need to take the Eric Mayer suit to the cleaners just because, not that there was stains on it,
Okay.
but it was sweaty and I was with Shane by the fire.
All right.
So
Let's do a hydration break. Everybody get out your water. Let's hydrate our brains.
cheers, cheers everyone.
Cheers. Okay. As you put your socks away, I'm going to check on the
Okay.
child load.
Sounds good. And while Andrea's doing that, one of the things that I do to set myself up for success, I play basketball a couple times a week. And one of the things that helps with that is getting my bag ready the night before. Oh, there's Messiah Bear. What's up? I forgot to email you, so you can email me that stuff about social media. Thank you. Better hurry up, too. There's a discount. What's up, everybody? So glad you're here. Thanks for stopping by. We're doing folding with friends right now. Do you have some folding to do? If not, is there something else that you could be working on? Put it in the chat. Thank goodness that I have this idea catcher, because I keep having ideas that pop into my mind, and I am positive I would not remember these otherwise. Is it ready?
Ready.
Nice.
Ooh.
Next time I gotta clean my house when I'm watching you guys. Yes, please do. That'd be great. Also, drop me an email right now if you want to learn about that content creation course. Ryan at ryanmayercoaching.com.
Graham said let's not wear this one anymore because of the
Buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured this was the last time. Can you show everyone how cute it is and how...
so cute. Look. But now that he's potty trained, the buttons on the bottom aren't gonna work anymore.
I get it.
Mm-hmm. Moving on. Seems a little wet still.
Yeah.
Were you able to work on your presentation for the ADHD Men's Club today?
No, we have that set up for tomorrow. So I'm excited because we have it already outlined. Now it's just a matter of putting it into slides.
Cool. What is your topic?
Do it your way.
Okay.
So in other words, like making things work for your ADHD as opposed to trying to force yourself into doing it a neurotypical way.
All right. What are some examples of that?
I work better when I'm moving.
Mm-hmm.
This one too wet. Or is it okay?
Yeah, I might just take some and throw them back in the dryer. There's so many on.
So I knew that I would benefit from a walking pad.
Okay.
So like, even though for some people might be sort of like, I don't want to say turned off, but it might throw them off a little bit that I'm walking on a treadmill during our conversation. I know that I'm going to be able to show up as a better coach for them.
Okay.
So I always ask, like, hey, is it okay if I'm walking? And as long as they say yes, then we do that.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's just one example of something I do that is a little bit different than what, a typical person might envision. But it helps me to be better. Another thing that's a simple accommodation in an office setting is having flexible work hours. So possibly having like core hours that everyone's expected to be there, but you can talk it over with your supervisor. Like if you need to like start a little bit later to help make the morning less stressful and maybe get, like get a kid to childcare. And then you can stay a little bit later, or maybe you just know that you do your best work, later in the afternoon or in the middle of the night or something like that. Because what really truly matters is getting the result. Like the results are what get respect and what kind of society needs us to do. But if we need to take a little bit of a different path to get there, that's okay. So we just talk about like different ways of doing things to make it more ADHD friendly, basically.
All right. Do you feel like the walking pad is helpful for you because of your hyperactivity?
Well, not only for my hyperactivity, but also it activates chemicals that keep dopamine in our ADHD brains more. So, like the positive impact of cardiovascular exercise for the ADHD brain is more pronounced than to someone who is not ADHD. So I know that I'm helping myself perform better. Like it's pretty much on days when I don't play basketball in the morning, it's a requirement for me, and my team knows this. It's a requirement for me that I must walk on the walking pad.
Yeah.
So that's a thing where like I empower my team to remind me, hey, was today basketball day? No. Okay, well, when are you going to start walking? Like it's not a, would you like to walk? It's like, no, you've agreed.
Do you think it would help other ADHDers that are hyperactive?
100%.
Also the inattentives?
Oh, I mean, it's beneficial to anyone and everyone, but especially people who are ADHD.
So you think it's equally beneficial to hyperactives plus inattentives?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm combined type, so I guess I can't say if it's equally beneficial. I think it varies by person, but I think everyone would get benefit from having a walking pad. Cool. Which is like a treadmill, in case you don't know what a walking pad is. It's like a under the desk treadmill that instead of running, you're just walking.
Mm-hmm.
But then other things, speaking of meetings, it'd be little things like requesting that meeting agendas be sent out ahead of time so that you can be, someone with ADHD can be prepared. And then having that agenda printed so that you can have it in front of you so that you're not like totally forgetting what's going to be covered or what has been covered. So that's something like, okay, for the cost of printing something, like that's really not that big of a deal, but it can have a big positive impact where someone with ADHD might come into the meeting, completely forget what they were supposed to be doing or were supposed to have done by the time that meeting was happening. But because they see it on the agenda, they can hyper focus and get it done in the 12 minutes before it's their time to talk or something like that. But also then having clear action steps coming out of the meeting.
Yeah.
So these are things that it's like, I do it my way, but I mean, this is really best practice for everyone. So it's just,
okay, that's fair.
And then another thing, like what I was talking with a client about today, he said he was getting in trouble with his wife because he kept forgetting to take the trash out, which is he was very embarrassed about. He has agreed he'll be the one to do that, but he just simply kept forgetting.
Yeah.
So I told him, hey, I can totally relate. And that was such a problem for me that I had to make these huge bright signs that I hang up every single week. Like, someone who doesn't have ADHD would be like, well, wait a minute, it's the same day every week. Why do you still need that? Well, I don't know. That's just how my brain is, but I do it my way because that's what works.
So did he make the signs?
Well, he decided to do something slightly different.
Okay.
He's gonna try like some sticky notes.
All right.
But I told him I also have a thing like that too. So yeah, so he's going to try it, but that's just one example, like doing it your way, doing it a unique way to get it done.
Yeah.
To get the same result.
Okay, good. Well, I hope his sticky note method is successful. Speaking of garbage, our garbage is going to be delayed by one day today.
This week. Okay. Good.
So instead of being Wednesday,
it's Thursday night.
It's gonna be Thursday night. Yeah. I'm gonna go throw the rest of the stuff back in the dryer. Anything else that was a little too wet?
No.
Okay.
having fun yet, people? Are we having fun yet? CNC is here. Chrissy's here. Brian Anthony's here. When Brian Anthony's here, you know it's going to be fun. What's up, Brian Anthony? Oh, I liked my own live. That's cool. I didn't even realize I could do that. Yeah. And Brian Anthony, thank you for actually replying, because a lot of people have come through, haven't really said much. So it's good to see that whether it's Ghost Producer, Jesse Altus, that they are hearing what I'm saying. And I'm curious what drew people to come check out the live tonight. And if there's any topics you want us to cover in the future. Because we want to try to add value. I mean, obviously we're going to be doing our laundry anyways. So we're here every Tuesday, rain or shine, so to speak, 8:45 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to get some, I definitely need to get some sleep. Just found one more wet sock. I'll just hang
Oh, well, yeah, just hang it over him.
here.
Done. You can just put them down here because I'll finish
Yeah.
the last basket in the morning and then I'll put the stuff upstairs.
Okay.
Good job, everybody.
Anybody accomplish anything that they want to celebrate? We would love to celebrate with you. I am super tired.
Me too. Why are we so tired?
Yeah, topic on my generation, millennials. Yep. It seems like we always put ourselves down. We should look at ADHD as a superpower. And I was wondering if you could talk more about that. Sure. Yeah, we could talk about like
Strengths.
a strengths-based approach. Yeah, we could do that. Well, I'm so glad everyone, for all of you who stopped by, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. Feel free to bring any topics that you might be wondering more about, and we'll see you next week.
Good night, everybody.
And also, just